Hello, and welcome to this trauma-informed yoga practice that you can do every day for health. This practice moves through shapes for the whole body, working on mobility, flexibility, and strength. Grab your yoga mat, and we'll get started. Starting with me on hands and knees today for some cat-cows. Hips over top of knees, shoulders over wrists. And on an inhale, you can lower your stomach to the ground. Tailbone goes up, chin goes up. Exhale, round throughout the spine. Tailbone goes under, chin to chest. Inhale, moving into our cow. Stomach down, tailbone up. Exhale, rounding the spine for cat. Moving through a few more cat-cows so we can warm up the body here. Warm up the spine as we'll be moving through a lot of different shapes today. This is more of an active practice, although we do get some good slow stretches in here too. Once your spine feels quite warmed up, if you're silly like me and went to the back of your mat, move forward a little bit. And just bring that left leg behind you so it's straight and you're up on the ball of the foot. And then you can rock slowly forward and back. If this is uncomfortable for your wrists, you might decide to go on to your fists here. Just rocking back and forth, getting a nice stretch throughout the calf. A little bit of work for the arms. Bring that left leg and switch to the right side here. Right leg goes back behind you, up on the toes. Rocking back and forth. You might get some creaks and cracks. That's normal. Back onto hands and knees here, giving those arms a break, moving into a low lunge. Left leg goes up, so you're back on the right knee. Up on a lunge here, holding this. Take that right hand, if it feels comfortable for you, on the outside of the left leg and twist over to the left. And when you're ready, twisting over to the right, taking that left hand on the inside of the left leg. Twist to the right here. Gentle breaths. On an exhale, coming back to center, bringing your hands down, taking that left leg back behind you so you meet me back in some cat-cows. Moving through some cat-cows here. I don't know why I thought that was funny. Inhaling, lowering the stomach down. Exhaling, rounding. Giving that spine some love once again. And then coming back to that neutral shape here. Giving those hands at rest again, bringing the right leg up this time. So now you're resting on that back leg, that right foot is up. Twisting over to the right if that feels comfortable for you. That left hand goes on the outside of the right leg, we twist. Maybe we keep the spine nice and tall. And on an exhale, back to center, twisting over to the left. So that right hand goes on the inside of the leg, twisting to the left side as far as feels comfortable. And on an exhale, coming back to center. Moving back down into a few cat-cows before we come into the standing part of our practice. And then moving into downward dog. Spreading those fingers nice and wide, going up onto the balls of the feet. And then pushing those hips back, straightening those legs and arms, downward dog. Nice inhale and exhale here. If it feels good for you, moving into a high lunge here, you're going to take that right foot, bring it forward. Keep that left foot up, coming up into a lunge here. Arms can stay down at your waist. Arms might go out at your sides. Maybe they go above your head. We're going to move through some high and low lunges. If that doesn't feel good for you, you can stay in a low lunge again. If you would like to join me on an exhale, lowering down to the ground. Inhale, come back up. Keep that front knee bent. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back up to high lunge, front knee bend. Once more, exhale, lower. Inhale, back up, high lunge here. You can stay here, you can go in a low lunge, you can rest, or you can join me in Warrior 3. If you'd like to try Warrior 3, we're going to lean forward onto that right leg. You might stay here with that back leg resting, or you might continue to lean forward and lift that back leg. If you're lifting, trying to keep that hip down. Arms can stay down at the waist, they can go above your head, whatever feels comfortable. One more breath. Let that foot rest down, come up to standing. Inhale, exhale, fold. Dropping down to a forward fold here, maybe giving your body a second to rest and relax in this fold. Perhaps nodding the head up and down or left and right. And then when it feels good for you, coming back down to hands and knees. Once again, just moving through a few cat-cows. Doing this with your own breath at your own pace. You may decide to stay down here in cat-cows, maybe even in a child shape if you'd like to rest. If you'd like to do the same thing on the other side, you can join me in another downward dog. Fingers spread wide, up on the balls of the feet, lifting those hips back, strengthening those arms. Breath here in down dog. And then taking that left foot this time, placing it between the hands. Moving into high lunge, you might have to adjust the back leg. Once again, arms can stay down, on hips, up, whatever feels good. Option to stay up here, stay in a low lunge, or to join me. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, back up. Keep that front knee bent. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, back up. Last one, lower down. And back up to high lunge. Amazing. Once again, take a rest or join me in Warrior 3. If you're joining me, lean forward, bring that back leg forward. You can rest with your back leg, giving you support, or you might decide to lift that leg up. Keep those hips down. Warrior 3 here. Arms down, arms up, whatever feels good. Exhale, come to standing. Give your body a rest here. Nice breath in and out. Moving through a flow here to move onto our backs. If you don't want to flow, you can be on your back. If you want to flow, inhale, arms go up. Exhale, reach down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, hands go down. Bring those legs back into plank, or you can rest those knees down. Lower to your stomach. Maybe you rest on the stomach, do baby cobra. Maybe you go into upward dog. And then make your way onto your back when you are ready. Once lying on your back, give yourself a moment to settle in. Tune into the inhales and exhales of the body. Relax the forehead and the jaw. And if you would like to join me in a hamstring stretch, you can take that right leg up in the air, hands go behind the leg just above the knee. Just straightening that right leg so we stretch the hamstring here. That left leg can be bent or straight. Holding for 3 breaths or as long as feels comfortable for you. On an exhale, lowering that right leg, bending the knee, switching sides here. Left leg goes up, hands behind the knee, straightening that left leg. 3 breaths here for the hamstring stretch. On an exhale, bend that left leg, lower the leg down. Moving into a figure 4 for the hips here, taking that right leg, bringing that right foot above the left knee, then allow that right leg to gently move down towards the ground. You could take your right hand and gently push the leg down. If this does not feel like a stretch or you feel like you want more, you can lift that bottom leg. You could take your hands, wrap them around, give yourself more of a stretch through the hip here that way. Whatever version is speaking to you today. Three breaths here. On an exhale, lowering that right leg, switching sides. That left foot is going to rest above the right knee, lowering that left leg down towards the ground. Maybe a gentle push with that left hand. Maybe lifting the right leg and grabbing behind the right knee for more of a stretch. Find what works for you. 3 breaths wherever you are. On the next exhale, taking that left leg and lowering it, doing any final movements that your body is asking. And then joining me in whatever resting shape feels good for you. Taking comfort where you are. Allowing your body to soften into the surface beneath you. Unclenching the jaw, relaxing the hips. Taking a few moments to tune into the breath, maybe into the sounds and smells around you. Staying present. Ending on a nice deep inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me today for this everyday yoga for health. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.